Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our regular meeting of City Council, Tuesday, October 8th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
Mr. Acosta.
Here.
Mr. Franceschini.
Here.
Mr. Spinelli is absent. Mr. Vargas.
Here.
Dr. Arthur.
Here. This evening we have with us our students are from Leaders of Tomorrow Early Learning Academy. I'm going to ask them to come up, and they're going to lead us in the flag salute this evening.
The flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so very much to our Leaders of Tomorrow. And thank you, Mr. Jimenez. Thank you to the school as well, and to the parents. Thank you for bringing your students.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Public notice this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given on December 13th, 2023 by the City Clerk in the following manner. Posting written notice on the official bulletin board in the lobby of City Hall, providing written notice in the offices of the Daily Journal and the Press of Atlantic City, and filing written notice in the office of the City Clerk of the City of Vineland.
Chair entertains a motion that the 2024 minutes of the pre-meeting conference and regular meeting of September 24th and the work session of October 1.
So move. A second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta.
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini.
Yes.
Mr. Vargas.
Yes.
Dr. Arthur.
Yes.
Public comment provides an opportunity for members of the public to inform the governing body about their views. The governing body prescribes the City Council's bylaws and the New Jersey statutes on open public meetings when engaging during public comment. As such, each individual shall have a 5-minute limit to comment, cannot yield time to another individual, may only approach the podium once during public comment for any one topic. Vulgar offensive language is prohibited, and City Council will not engage in dialogue with the public during this time. The governing body maintains model courtesy and respect and requires members of the public to do the same.
And at this time, is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard? If so, please come to the mic, state your name. No one? Mr. Petrosky?
I have ordinance number 2024-53, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-53 be taken up for the first reading.
So move. Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-53, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which revised the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, Principal Data Control Clerk.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-53 be passed for first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024 at
So moved.
6:30 p.m.
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2024-54, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-54 be taken up for the first reading.
So move.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-54, ordinance appointing William McCafferty as municipal tax collector for the City of Vineland in accordance with NJSA 40A:9-142.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-54 be passed for first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
So move.
I second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Move now into the consent agenda items. Resolution number 2024-448 is a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement between the New Jersey Department of Transportation and the City of Vineland with respect to the reconstruction of Southeast Avenue. 2024-449 is a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement between the New Jersey Department of Transportation and the City of Vineland with respect to the Landis Avenue and Valley Avenue traffic signal upgrades. 2024-450 is a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement between the New Jersey Department of Transportation and the City of Vineland with respect to the resurfacing of Park Avenue, Quigley Avenue to West Avenue. 2024-451 is a resolution authorizing the mayor to endorse the application of IDECA International LLC to the State of New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection for treatment works approval for construction of a sanitary sewer line extension, subject to conditions listed for Orchard Estates residential subdivision. 2024-452 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland, a special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from the State of New Jersey UEZ Authority funds for the Downtown Promotion Grant in the amount of $175,000 and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 2024-453 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland, a special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from State of New Jersey, Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration grant allocation, in the amount of $98,487.44, and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 2024-454 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland, a special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from State of New Jersey, Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration grant allocation in the amount of $42,641.38, and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 24-455 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland, a special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from State of New Jersey, Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration grant allocation in the amount of $1,895,839.06, and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 2024-456 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a professional services agreement by and between Siemens Energy Incorporated, Houston, Texas, and the City of Vineland for fall outage support for Unit 11 and Clayville generating stations in an amount of $420,779.13 pursuant to a long-term service agreement. 2024-457 is a resolution authorizing award of a contract to StarNet Solutions Incorporated, Farmingdale, New Jersey, for the purchase of Scale Computing Scaleware Services, one-year renewal, in an amount not to exceed $122,761. 2024-458 is a resolution exercising the one-year contract extension to contract C24-0051 for the furnishing and delivery of corporation valves and service fittings. 2024-459 is a resolution exercising the one-year contract extension to contract C23-0110 for stack emissions and RADA testing services. 2024-460 is a resolution authorizing the issuance of the mandatory supplemental change order number 1 to contract number C23-0083, purchase order number 23-04223, South State Incorporated, Bridgeton, New Jersey. 2024-461 is a resolution authorizing the issuance of a mandatory supplemental change order number 2 to contract number C23-0086, purchase order number 23-04359, issued to Capella Construction Incorporated, Medford Lakes, New Jersey, in the amount of $36,997. 2024-462 is a resolution rejecting bids received on July 11, 2024 for Memorial Park dam repairs and authorizing the purchasing agent to re-advertise. 2024-463 is a resolution approving forgivable loans from First Generation Enterprise Zone Funds for Project Beautify. 2024-464 is a resolution approving a UDAG CDBG Small Business Loan Program to Bruno Real Estate Holdings, LLC. 2024-465 is a resolution to rescind surety by the city engineer. 2024-466 is a resolution approving surety reduction, release, or renewal by the Director of Licenses and Inspections. 2024-467 is a resolution approving charge against various land for land clearance and authorizing said charge to become a lien upon such land and to be added to and become part of the taxes to be assessed and levied upon such land. 2024-468 is a resolution determining the form and other details of $9 million general improvement bonds, Series 2024, of the City of Vineland and the County of Cumberland, New Jersey, and providing for their sale. I have a communication from Mayor Finucci appointing Terry Andrus as alternate number 4 of the Zoning Board of Adjustment, commencing October 9th, 2024, and expiring December 31, 2025. And companion resolution 2024-469, ratifying and confirming the appointment of Terry Andrus as alternate number 4 of the Zoning Board. 2024-470 is a resolution authorizing the issuance of original, renewal, and/or transfer taxicab licenses for the year 2024. 2024-471 excuse me, is a resolution providing and authorizing the payment of bills and demands against the City of Vineland. I have a communication from Mayor Finucci appointing Alfred Verderos, Esquire, to the position of part-time conflict alternate Court Public Defender, commencing October 1, 2024, expiring September 30th, 2025, and request the communication be received. I have resolution 2024-472, ratifying and confirming the appointment of Alfred Verderos, Esquire, as conflict alternate public defender for the City of Vineland and Morris River Township Municipal Courts, and authorizing the execution professional services agreement, therefore. 2024-473 is a resolution graciously accepting the generous donation of a canine to be trained and to become a Vineland Police canine officer from Fletcher Cox. 2024-474 is a resolution authorizing and directing the refund of taxes. 2024-475 is a resolution authorizing the cancellation of taxes for calendar year 2024, calendar year 2025 for the reason recommended. 2024-476 is a resolution providing for the combination of certain issues of general improvement bonds, Series 2024, of the City of Vineland and the County of Cumberland, New Jersey, into a single issue of bonds aggregating $9 million in principal amount. I have a motion to refer to the Planning Board of the City of Vineland a request to amend the Center City redevelopment plan so as to convert improvements located at Block 4108, Lot 10, 412 South 6th Street from a first-floor restaurant and one apartment on the second floor to 1,888 square foot, four-bedroom apartment on the first floor and two apartments on the second floor consisting of 768 square feet and 558 square feet, and present findings of fact and recommendations thereto. Motion to refer to the Planning Board of the City of Vineland a request to amend the Center City development plan so as to allow outdoor self-storage facilities and provide for an additional 2 years for a bond to complete site plan requirements on property known as Block 2802, Lot 1, 215 North Elsie Drive, and present findings of fact and recommendations thereto.
This time, Chair entertains a motion to approve all items on the consent agenda.
So move.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes,
That's all the formal business I have, Madam President.
thank you, Mr. Wojciechowski. At this time, do we have any comments from council?
I do. Just that let's pray for the residents in Florida because they're going to be meeting Hurricane Milton anytime soon. Right now it's Category 5. It's supposed to be downgraded by 3, hopefully by the time it hits Tampa. This is going to be, what I'm hearing, catastrophic for many reasons, along with, since we already had Hurricane Helena. It's been 2 weeks ago. And I think, I know I'm heavily involved with Red Cross, and we've sent probably close to a couple of thousand volunteers down there to stage and get ready for the hurricane. As much as that initial response, this will take years to recover from, both in the Carolinas as well as Florida. As we know, the Katrina, we're still recovering from Katrina, and that's 20 years ago. So it's a marathon when it comes to these kind of catastrophic events. Just reminds us to prepare, and I always liked what Ben Franklin would say, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So remember, we had Hurricane Sandy on Halloween. So there's always a possibility, but if not, just staying tuned. That's it. Thank you.
Councilman Acosta?
Yeah, I'd like to echo what my colleague here has said, in particular to potential effects in Florida. I have a large number of relatives in the storm area, and I have had conversations with them. And as much as you try to prepare, you never know what devastation types of phenomenon will bring upon us. Well said. Pray that they survive.
Councilman Vargas?
I just echo from my dear councilmen that just made their statements regarding Florida. I just want to send a prayer to all having family there as officers, first responders in the Orlando area and throughout the Florida state. Wish them well and had implemented time to evacuate. I hope they listened, and sending prayers to all. Thank you.
I personally want to extend prayers also to all of those there. I have a son that works in Tampa, lives in Tampa, but as of last night, he and his wife did move up to Orlando to be with her parents, his in-laws, because they're a little bit older, so they wanted to make sure they were okay. So certainly I pray that everything goes well with this storm pending out there. And I know that we have some city workers here that also have relatives in Tampa, so let's remember each other in prayer as we get through until the weekend gets here. So thank you for offering prayers for those. Don't forget the fire ceremony on fire department is being dedicated on Saturday. Hopefully we'll see all of you there. Thank you. Any further comments?
What's the score?
Uh-oh. It's on. If nothing further, Chair entertains a motion to adjourn the regular session.
So move.
I second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr.